today I'm going to be telling you exactly why Call Me Carson is 100% completely innocent, and Sam, the girl that accused him of making her send nude pictures, is completely wrong and lying.
You did not just... You didn't. You didn't.
I have picture proof in this video that I'm going to be happily showing you guys. I have all the details about the situation and the new updated information that we just got, why people were saying he did it and why people were saying he didn't do it. And again, the title of the video, Sam is lying, Call Me Carson is innocent. Make sure you watch to the end of the video because every single one of these proofs are insanely important to how this entire story ties together and why it all makes sense, and why a lot of people are actually believing this reason now instead of believing what Call Me Carson allegedly was accused of doing. First, I'm going to give a brief explanation of exactly what's going on with this Call Me Carson situation. If you already know, I have a timestamp on screen. You can skip to that. Anyways, subscribe, like, share with the people you know that like this topic, and let's get into it.
I've got 4 words and 4 words only. This better be good.
Okay, so getting into the brief explanation, recently 2 former Lunch Club members publicly alleged that Carson had been engaged in illegal activity with minors. To be clear, targeting a minor for grooming, sexting, and other inappropriate, unwanted sexual advantages is illegal and particularly disgusting if the person is doing it as a YouTuber who has taken advantage of their fame to exploit young fans. These are what people are saying and rumoring about.
I mean, yeah, your video should stop there. He went to the Lunch Club members. He went to each and every one of them. He went to Travis, he went to Noah, he went to Ted, he went to Slimesicle, he went to every single one of them and told them that he was sexting minors. That should be the end of the video. There's no defending this. What? This better be good. This better be fucking good.
In an early 2020 phone call, Carson told all the Lunch Club members and our group manager that he had exchanged nudes with an unnamed girl he believed to be 17 years old. Quote, "Because I suspect a crime had been committed, I immediately reported this information to federal law enforcement and withdrew completely from Lunch Club. Although the Lunch Club manager had asked about a final March drop or a goodbye video, I refused these because I no longer wanted to be associated with Carson or the Lunch Club. This is not drama. This is an alleged federal felony involving a child. No person should ever have to be the victim of something like this."
Yes, a crime has been committed. Whenever an adult above the age of 18 sends nudes and explicit messages to a child, no matter if they're within the age of consent, is still a child. That is a crime. There's no pussyfooting around it. Oh my god.
Basically, to sum it up, a girl came out on Twitter, Sam, accusing Call Me Carson, famous YouTuber, 3 million subscribers, that he pressured her to send nude pictures. She said that she was 17 at the time that he asked and that he was 19. This was 3 years ago. She then included picture proof of the text messages between her and Carson, and now this thing has blown completely out of proportion and everybody is talking about it, and that's why I'm here today, because I'm here to tell you that Sam is wrong, the girl that is accusing him, and Carson is 100% completely innocent. I have proof. I'm going to show you right now.
I'm sorry, but what kind of proof? What do you bring to the table exactly? More than what we already know. What we know is that Carson exchanged nudes with a minor, regardless if they are within the age of consent. That is a crime. There is no proof on God's green earth that will defend this. You can't be this stupid.
Before I get to that, I just want to explain one thing about the age of consent in the state that Carson lives in. I also explained this in my recent video. In Indiana, the age of consent is 16. Once someone reaches 16 years of age, the law allows them to make their own decision about their sexual relations. Now, if you don't know, Carson is from Indiana, and he most likely is living in Indiana from the time of those allegations, and was most likely living in Indiana at the time of this whole situation that happened with Sam. Now, I'm not exactly sure where Sam lives or where she is from, but if they are from the same state, Carson is 100% completely safe, and this will all blow over.
Okay, so not only is your so-called proof complete utter dog shit, you're making assumptions. You don't even know where this girl is. You're assuming that she's from Indiana. You don't even know. You don't. How can you say that he's in the clear if you don't even know? You are stupid. You are so.
So even if Carson did do it, which he didn't because I have proof in the next segment I'm about to talk about, he is 100% completely safe if he lives in Indiana and this girl lives in Indiana, because the age of consent there is 16 and they would both be okay. Speaking on the topic of consent, I'm going to pull up these text messages from Carson and from Sam and show you exactly why all of this is consensual, why Carson did no such thing as pressuring her into sending these nude pictures, how Sam did it to her own will, 100% totally consensual. They were both having a unique relationship and both were okay in the situation that they were in and the formality of the conversations that they were having.
Okay. You know what? Let me put it this way to you. Let me put it this way to you. Okay. Say a 36-year-old man is sexting and sending nudes to a 17-year-old. They are both from Indiana. That is a crime. Does not matter. Oh, but the age of consent. Oh, but the age of consent. No. That is so. Oh my God.
So, brief explanation of this first text that I'm showing you on screen. Call Me Carson says, yeah, I feel you. Just hit me up next time you're horny. I'll leave it up to you for when we do sexual stuff. He's saying, I'll leave it up to you when we do sexual stuff, meaning that he's leaving it up to the girl's choice to do sexual stuff, send nude pictures, whatever they decide to do. Now, Sam said in her reply, I will, meaning that she would consensually like to do this again, giving her consent to Carson, making Carson feel like she is okay. Carson asked, I'll leave it up to you for when we want to do sexual stuff.
That's a child. That's still a child. That's still
The girl said, I will. So, first point of consensual proof is right here. She was consensual and she's totally fine with it. Now, she then says, but I've been falling asleep mad early lately, so maybe we can just call tonight and just talk. Carson then says, what about? Sam replies, whatever, keep getting to know each other, maybe. Carson then says, effing hell, I want to, but it's a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared of getting your hopes up or something. I'm willing to try, but it's such a bad idea, but so is sexting you.
Whoa! It's like the adult knowing that he is sexting a child knows it's wrong. Oh my God! Wow! I can't believe it. I'm flabbergasted. Please continue.
Now, in this series of texts, we can see that Sam is wanting to engage in a conversation and have a relationship with Call Me Carson and have an actual, as I said, relationship and engage in some form of type of dating scenario where they talk and where they talk about things and they get to know each other more. And at this point, everything seems very, very, very consensual between the both of them, both the girl and Call Me Carson. So, as of right now, everything has been consensual. Nothing has shown that Carson is making her send pictures and she is not willing to do it or she is being forced to do it. Now,
still a child, still a child, still a child, still a
this next series of texts is even better for Carson. So, as you can see, Carson says, yeah, it was amazing. I'm not gonna act like I did not want that. Sam then replies, I wanted to, I don't regret it. Boom, there it is. I mean, that's pretty much all you have to hear at this point. I mean, Sam literally said that she wanted to do it. She is consenting to it. I don't regret it. That is perfect. There is, I mean, that's all the proof you need. I mean, basically, but there.
I mean, basically, a child can, be okay with, sexting an adult, even though they're not, fully thinking about the situation and are, essentially being groomed. But I mean, it's not like it's a child.
For other points in this video that are going to seal the deal, I'll show you as soon as we get into those. But this can confirm that she is 100% consensual and Carson is going to be 100% fine, guys. Everybody can relax now. Anyways, but there's even more proof. Okay, here we keep going. Okay, going on to the next series of texts. Here we are. Carson says, it's also sexually charged. I can't help it. You're such a turn on for me. Now, this is casual talk with somebody that is, in the mood for this type of sexual engagement. The
yeah, because, if I'm in the mood, I just hit up my mate, hey, you want to fuck? There's nothing casual about sexting a child.
Girl says, we are both in the same boat, man. So what Sam is saying is we're both in the same boat. Basically, we're both sexually charged. I'm consenting, you're consenting. That is basically what she's saying. We are both in the same boat, meaning we are both feeling the same way, meaning she is feeling the same way, meaning this is consensual, meaning Carson is 100% okay. Now, another topic
Hey, buddy, let me tell you something. You know, you're all about consent this, consent that. You don't even know what state she's in.
that I want to bring up is the age of the girl. The girl is 17 years old, and at the time of this, Carson was 19 years old. What a lot of people have been saying, and I agree with, is if they were in the same school, they could potentially be in the same class and could potentially end up dating, and nobody would be charged with anything at all. It would just be like a normal dating relationship in high school. This is perfectly normal. This is perfectly fine. If you go to high school, you know that seniors date sophomores, seniors even sometimes date freshmen, juniors date seniors, juniors date freshmen. It's all in the same boat. It's all in the same kind of age gap. Everything is perfectly fine.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but this isn't high school. This is YouTube, you idiot. This is someone using and abusing their power to groom a child. Are you this dense?
For some reason, however, since Carson is a YouTuber, this automatically turns around on him and is completely wrong, and he's being called a pedophile by many public figures and individuals and people on YouTube. I don't agree with this. I strongly disagree with this because that's only a 2-year age gap. You cannot, and it's a 17-year-old girl. I think supposedly she was 2 months away from being 18, so she was basically right in the same boat with Carson, about to be the legal age limit. Some people are saying that it's so small of an age gap that it really doesn't even matter, and even if Carson did go to court for this, the judge probably wouldn't even put it up for a trial because of how close the age gap is. It not really is anything even close to pedophilia. The worst he could possibly be charged for is possession of child pornography, quote unquote, because these are nudes from a minor. But
You are straight disgusting. The fact that you are just putting off someone having child pornography, a possession of child pornography, as just something that just everyone has. You are an idiot. You are a complete idiot, and you are just as worse as Carson himself.
then again, you saw the proof, it was all consensual. But since he's such a popular YouTuber, everybody feels like they need to make an opinion, make a statement, and choose a side. That's why this is blowing up completely out of proportion.
You dipstick. It is blowing out of proportion because an adult was sexting and sending naked pictures of his little wee wee to a child.
And people need to understand videos like this, the one that I'm making, and all the logistics and all the details of it, and the real story and the real truth and what actually is going on. Most people are just jumping to conclusions, assuming that he's a pedophile, assuming this, assuming that. They don't know the actual text that Sam sent her. They don't know the actual age gap from Sam and from Call Me Carson. They don't know these simple details that can actually change their perspective on Carson as a human being and Carson as a personality public figure. So
I mean, buddy, we do all know all the details because, all right, first off, we have DMs. Second off, the dude straight up deleted his Discord. Third off, he went to the lunch club and straight up said, "I am talking to a child." Dude, I don't know what kind of crazy Dave pothead brain you have, but your argument makes no sense.
one misunderstanding I need to talk to you guys about before I actually get into the next subject is the Romeo and Juliet law people have been bringing up and giving that excuse for Carson. Simply, the Romeo and Juliet law is just not going to protect him or save him in the situation that it does end up being not in his favor. As you can see, that he's going to be perfectly fine, but I'm just going to explain this to you anyway. So basically, what the Romeo and Juliet law is essentially when a person becomes 17, they are able to give consent for sexual activity with another person.
This doesn't apply to CP. This doesn't apply to CP. This doesn't apply to CP. What is? Oh, you're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
Now, this does not apply to Carson because it only applies to all a list of states. They don't apply to the state that Carson lives in, which is Indiana, or the other state he travels to, California.
Well, then that's it. There's no defending him. Why would you bring this up in the first place? This is stupid.
This is why this Romeo and Juliet law is not going to protect him. I don't know why it's been blowing up recently, saying that Carson can be protected by this, but it can't. This law is just not going to save him. What is going to save him is the proof I just presented to you guys of the girl being consensual between all of them. In this type of situation, especially on YouTube and multiple social media platforms, everybody has to form their own opinion, step back, and respect exactly what is happening with Carson right now. He is one of the most popular public figures and YouTubers on YouTube, and people are just coming at him left and right. It is
Just because someone has a high platform and is an influencer does not mean they are immune to criticism. What What kind of what?
It's going to be hard for anybody to make a response video when the entire internet is hating you and judging your every single move just because some girl came up with these allegations that happened 3 years ago.
Just because something happened 3 years ago does not mean that is completely out of the picture. It is completely reasonable for anyone to dislike Homie Carson at this point. It does not. This is such a stupid point. And once you mean some girl, you fucking twat, like this is someone that has been traumatized by this. You're terrible. You're a moron.
Comes out and automatically accuses you of doing this when obviously the text that we just went over shows that she was consensual, so she's lying and essentially ruining his YouTube perfect streak, his YouTube career. He is never going to go with, for the rest of his YouTube career, he is going to have to deal with this hiccup in his, that he was accused of pressuring a 17-year-old girl into sending nude pictures. This is traumatizing for anybody on this platform for that to happen to them. Imagine your favorite YouTuber, this happens to them. They are not going to know what to do. They are not going to know how to respond. They are going to need time. They're going to have many mental breakdowns. They're going to be so depressed. They might even be on the verge of suicide. And the whole internet is just coming at them, trying to make it seem like they're the worst person in the entire world.
Then here's an idea. Here's an astronomical idea. Don't talk to fucking minors, you idiot. And you're making this about Carson this, Carson that. This is about the child that has been traumatized, that has been just hurt, that has been afraid to come out about this. And you are belittling it like if it was just the dirt that we walk on. You're terrible.
Actually, this is very, very super common. The saddest part about this whole situation is that it's being blown completely out of proportion, especially to a lovable, most caring person that cares about their fan base, that makes amazing content, that has many, many friends, is now just being completely obliterated by every social media platform possible.
If a content creator cared, then they wouldn't be texting and sending nudes to their fans, you idiot. Not to mention giving them emotional stress and trauma. My God, you are dense.
Carson's close friends, Carson's friends that he used to know, Carson's famous YouTuber friends. It's honestly just a really, really sad situation for Carson. If Carson was not a famous YouTuber, nobody would care about this entire situation at all. Nobody, not even his family, not even his friends.
I'm sorry. What? You can't be this. I refuse. I refuse to believe you are this dense. There are people that prey on children on the daily. They don't have YouTube. They don't have a Twitter. They don't have anything. This is happening. That doesn't make it any less bad, you idiot. You don't need a platform to hurt someone. You're so stupid.
Friends. If he was dating a girl that was 1 year younger than him, nobody would care. Even if he told them, nobody would care. He needs to come out with a response video immediately, because the more he sits off of this and the more he puts this to the side, the more people are going to believe that he actually did this, and more people are going to believe the wrong details and the wrong side of the story. That's why I'm making these videos. That's why I'm so invested in this, so I can tell you guys the legitimate real story of this whole situation and these alleged allegations.
That's why I'm making these videos, because I am 100% true. I have all the allegations. I have everything on the table. I am totally not biased at all. God, you fucking two-toothed, pothead, fucking shoebox wearing dumbass.
If you know somebody that doesn't know the real story and the real reasoning of why Carson is going to be okay and why Sam's lying, you need to send them this video right now so they can understand that Carson is going to be okay. Carson is going to be safe. I've seen so many other YouTubers do no extensive research into anything and just make up assumptions and put it on YouTube, and it gets 1 million views, and everybody now is against Carson. Everybody now is calling him a pedo. It just doesn't make sense to me at all whatsoever. I'm just here to spread the truth. I'm here to spread the facts. I'm here to give it to you guys willing to watch this video. I can bet you probably somebody you know has dated someone younger than them, probably more than a year, and nothing has happened to them. So why should Call Me Carson have to go through all of this?
Because he used his platform to get a minor to sext him and to send him nudes. Are you this fucking dumb? Jesus Christ, you seem to be sucking Carson's dick so much. Why don't you just fucking marry him?
Anyway, guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope I expressed my opinion in full detail to you guys and you guys understood it. If you need someone to help understand the situation, send them this video, tell them to watch the whole thing so they get every single detail. If you like this video, give it a like. If you want to see content more like this, subscribe.
Yeah, no amount of money is gonna make me, subscribe to a groomer defender.
You can help support me and what I do in the channel. I recently just got monetized, which is honestly amazing. It's blowing my mind, and I'm
You're monetized? Bro, that fucking blows my mind too.
really happy that I can keep doing what I'm doing, and I actually can get paid a small amount of money. I think it's $1 per 1,000 views for 5, 6, 7 hours of effort that I put into a video.
Bro, dog, you don't do shit. You record your audio and then you place it behind some shitty Minecraft parkour gameplay. This is not 7 or 8 hours. I'm doing the exact same thing you're doing, and I'm doing it between classes. You're nothing special.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you in the next one.
This video is dog shit, and every single point that he makes is dog shit.